Let's try it out and see. Hello. Attempting this again. Okay. Okay, now let me see if you say anything about this. Hey, there it goes. Okay. Awesome. Oh, good. Okay. All right. Woohoo. We're doing that. Okay. Uh, this is a little frustrating. Uh, oh. Okay, cool. Uh, it's just me and myself on here. I'm just trying to see how the look of it is. I'm making a bucket hat. I'm making a bucket hat. So I found the tutorial online. I've been watching YouTube, not YouTube, yeah. I've been watching, sorry, YouTube compilation videos of TikTok videos. Oh, hello, Amanda. Thank you for joining. I was just saying that I'm making a bucket hat. I found the tutorial online. No? Hello, Narwhal16. Oh, Tommy boy, that's okay. This is crocheting, actually. Knitting comes with 2 needles. No worry, Amanda. I'm just making a bucket hat right now. I just found the tutorial on YouTube, and the end product is pretty cool. I made this one already, and I really like it. I've had some color changing yarn. It is very gay adjacent. Yeah, I like the color changing yarn. So now I'm making one that's gonna be purple with this yarn. So that's gonna be a little more color changing too. Yeah, I'm excited. Thank you guys for tuning in. 2:30 in the morning. What are you guys up to? Okay. So I made this little Harry Potter one in the background, this little guy. Probably 2 or so years ago. This one is considered amiguri, and it helps with creating characters like this little Harry Potter. I was actually gifted a little booklet that has yarn. It has the tutorials for how to make the different characters from Harry Potter. So I'm hoping the next one I can make is either Dobby or the dragon. I think that'll be fun. Yeah. It's really hard to see what I'm doing through the phone lens instead of just my eyes. There we go. So right now I'm working on my second row, second of 7. This one is my little marker stitch for how far I've gotten. I need to make 7 rows, adjust the 3 crochets into each of the different holes. And then when I get all the way to the end again, which would be right about here, I'll just do another slip stitch into it and then just continue going around and around and around. Well, thank you guys for joining me. This has been a pretty good estimate of what does well on YouTube and what doesn't. Maybe it's just not the right time for it. But alas, I shall continue. All right. There we go. I've seen some really cool like ideas from TikTok about like what things to crochet, and most of them are very, very cute. A lot of them are the amigurumi like Harry Potter over here, which I enjoy. I like those a lot, and I like making them as gifts. I actually started working on a dog, but I couldn't get the ears right, so I put it on hold for a while. But I think it would be pretty cool to do a little bit more like that. People say some really mean things online when they're not when they're not face to face with people. My goodness. Oh, you know, it'd be cool is to read like the Reddit stories, but I can't do both at the same time because I need my hands free over here and I need to watch what I'm doing. I'm not skilled yet that I can do the crochet without looking. That would be pretty cool though, but I'm not there yet. It's not my intention to be like a master crocheter. I just want to enjoy the process. But I think it would be pretty cool to make some more amigurumi characters. Like I said, I'm gonna try to make Dobby or the dragon from Harry Potter. I did make a version of Cerberus or Fluffy, which that came from, I think her channel is called Complicated Knots. She does a lot of crocheting videos and her tutorials are very good. I was able to follow along very well, even though I had to make 3 heads. That was pretty cool though. So I gifted that one as a gift for a friend. And then what else did I make? I made a turtle. I forget whose tutorial I followed for that one, but it was most likely somebody here on YouTube as well. I made a turtle. That was the very first one that I made. And it came out so big compared to the others, I think because I wasn't very good at like controlling the tension of the line. Like you're supposed to have good tension on the wire, or the yarn I should say. You're supposed to have good tension as you go, and I wasn't controlling the tension very well. And it came out like really big, really chunky, but very cute all the same. I wish I could insert a picture here, but I'm still pretty new to YouTube Live, so Not really sure how to do that. Maybe on the next one I'll have it be a background, because I did realize that I can put a picture up for my green screen. So maybe on the next live when I do something else, I'll get those pictures up. But yeah, so I made the turtle, I made the Fluffy, the three-headed dog, and then I also made, I think it's called Cinema Roll. And now it's just me talking to myself. That's okay. I made Cinema Roll, and that was really cute. I tried to do the eyes, but the bead eyes that I have, which are these, they didn't really work well for it. And I didn't know what to do with the blush, but it ended up turning out pretty cute. And the person that I gave it to was really happy with it, so that's good. All right, there we go. One more row done. There we go. And now we chain, oh, actually I was gonna say we chain 3, but we don't really chain 3. We go around. So we do a slip stitch right here. And one more over here. And we do a slip stitch around this one. And then we do chain 3. Yeah. And then we do 2 double crochet. And then this is the start of our first section. So you do chain 1 to close off that little section. So this is the start of all of these that will happen again for the next rounds. And on we go. Da, 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 da. Since I'm by my lonesome, I don't know what to talk about. But I suppose whenever I post this video, whoever watches it will be able to find some level of interaction, hopefully. Oh, you know what I've been doing is I've been I was gonna say watching. I've been reading, or it's been read to me, the Harry Potter books, because I heard that HBO's bringing out a Harry Potter series, and I'm really excited to see what they do with that. I really love the original Harry Potter cast, and honestly, I think for the longest while, the only books that I'd read was Prisoner of Azkaban and The Deathly Hallows. So now getting to read all the books again is very cool. And I can understand why people are like, oh my god, the book version is completely different from the live action version. Because poor Peas is such a little mischievous little devil. Oh my goodness. I really hope they add Peas to the cast for this one. And I didn't realize how much of a role Dobby had in the books compared to the movies, because the fourth movie was my first, no, the fourth movie is my favorite movie. The third book is my favorite book. And in the fourth movie, they were talking about, in the movie itself, Neville is the one that gave Harry Potter the gillyweed. In the books, it's Dobby. It's freaking Dobby. You know what else too? Alistair Moody, which was actually Barty Crouch Jr., that was the best defense against a dark art teacher he had, and he was actively trying to kill him. How crazy is that? Oh my goodness. Yeah, he was like, do you want to be an Auror? And then that was like the trajectory for the rest of his life. And I'm like, damn, from somebody who was like, here, let me offer you up as a sacrifice. My goodness. But yeah. Pretty cool. There's a lot more lore. And I really hope whenever they do the live action, that Voldemort gets to give his lore in the fourth book, because I didn't realize that he gave so much of his background history about his mom and his Muggle dad. To think that he's from a Muggle dad and he's just like, kill all the Muggle borns. Bro, you really be your own people. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but I'm excited. I'm looking forward to it. I've seen a couple pictures of the kids who are gonna be the new Harry Potter babies. So I hope they do well. I hope they don't get any backlash from all of the millennials being like, oh my god, you're not the original. But yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I've decided that my birthday present to myself next year will be a HBO subscription so that I can watch it. And then hopefully it's not trash, but if it's trash, then I can just cancel it. But I hope it's not. I hope it'll be good. Ooh, speaking of series that I enjoy, have you guys ever watched Severance? It's on Apple TV. It's written by Ben Stiller, and I'm so used to him being in like these goofy roles that I never imagined that he could do something so serious and so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. The second series or the second season is over, and I can't wait to see what the third season brings because it's delightful. And right now, let me just talk about Severance for a bit. So if you've never seen Severance, I recommend it. The concept behind it is having a good work-life balance. So the inner you stays at work, and that's it. They don't ever leave. They don't know anything about the outside. And then the outside you doesn't know anything about what goes on at work. Which in theory, that sounds like a good idea. But like the show shows you, that's crazy. Because what if something crazy and something bad happens at work? You don't get to, like deal with that outside of work. And whatever trauma you're holding on to, it kind of leaks in. You don't even notice sometimes. Yeah, it's wild. And then we're trying to figure out the concept of the show is that we don't know what they're doing for work because it's so basic, and we don't know if it's like mind control or like cloning or what. It's so cool. It's so cool. Yeah, so I'm excited to see what season 3 brings, and the lore of like all the extra things that the show puts out. Like there's a book in the show called, what is it? Something About You. Oh my god, I can't remember the name. But one of the characters writes a book, and that book influences the any characters to break out, to try to figure out what their outside lives are like. And yeah, they have it on Apple Books. And it's so ridiculous. Oh my gosh, it's so stupid. And this man is like that's his fourth book. And I'm like, what kind of people are reading this book and making it so popular? Oh my gosh, it's so silly. But anyways, while Severance is on a break right now, they've started doing the Murderbot Diaries, which is so cool. So cool. So Murderbot is also on Apple TV. And I read the books a couple years ago, and I recently started reading them again. And Murderbot is so funny. He's so sassy. Oh my gosh. I love him so much. Hold on. Yeah. So yeah, Murderbot is very cool. I enjoyed a lot. And that one, I love space and fantasy, as you can tell. I love face and space. Face. I love space and fantasy and robot and AI and alien, all of that stuff. I love that stuff. I like the possibility that we're not all alone in the universe. I saw a video recently about how big the universe is, and I'm like, yeah, it would be pretty cool if there's some like aliens out there. Hopefully they're not all, you know, coming to take over the world, but I feel like we're the ones that would start the intergalactic war because it's all about, hey, let me just do some pew pew, and you know, that's the way I roll. So yeah. But anyways, with Murderbot, he's kind of like a contract security unit, and he protects the people that he is contracted to from alien flora and fauna. So giant bugs and things like that. He helps them not to get eaten. And then he uncovers like a whole conspiracy, which I don't want to give it away. It's they've deviated a little bit from the books, you know. What do you call that? Creative liberties. But overall, I'm really liking the series. I'm really liking the way that they've approached it. And I love that they've kept all the sass from the character. Because in the books, he is so sassy. He is such a sassy boy. Oh my gosh. And he has no tolerance, like no chill for humans. He's like, ugh, they're so like wet and gross. Oh my gosh. It's so funny. It's so funny. But yeah, it's cute. It's really cute. I like it a lot. I'm trying to think if there's any more series that I'm watching right now. I'm also watching Monk again because I've been intrigued a little bit by some of the shorts that I've been seeing with Monk. And so now the YouTube algorithm has been pumping out Monk shorts and Monk little videos all over my feed. So I've been watching a little bit more Monk episodes. And I realized that, I mean, it's good practice. A lot of the scenes that they're showing on the YouTube, kind of like synopsis things, are all in the first and second season so far. There's a couple in the later seasons because we have Natalie in there. But for most of the ones with Sharona, yeah, it's the first couple of seasons. Yeah, I like Monk. I miss Monk. Ugh. They had I think it turned into like a movie, like his final case, which did not turn out to be his final case. So maybe we'll get more Monk later on. But yeah, I miss him a lot. I remember binge watching it when I was younger, and he's very funny. The funny has held up. Mama. You know what sucks about crocheting? Ugh, it really wreaks havoc on your joints. My fingers are so crampy right now. Okay, if that's the case, I think I might cap out this video at about 30 minutes. The interaction wasn't as I intended, but you know, you can't really control everything. You can't control people. I think maybe I just need to come in at a different time because not a lot of people are awake at 2 a.m. anyway. And yeah, maybe I just need to approach it at a different time, which I don't mind. This was mostly a little trial version to see if I could do the setup and everything well. And for that part, I think I did pretty good. I was having trouble with the camera earlier, figuring out the camera angles and making sure that I could view everything. I got a new little tripod kind of set up for the desktop. So that was nice. The lighting is pretty good. I like that. Earlier, one of the lighting setup that I did, part of the video was like completely dark, which I guess for some aspects it's really good to have that, but for the most part I didn't like it. So this sliding setup is pretty good. I like that. I had a overhead light on and I turned that one off. So now I have a light on this side and then one on this side. The only downside I would say with this setup is because the tripod takes up so much space. It's a little hard to fit more things into the frame. And then because the shorts is only vertical, I also can't fit much into the space that way. Because initially I had the Harry Potter over here, and it's kind of like almost off the screen. And then another thing is that I'm trying to look into the camera to do the stitches, but I can't really, it's not really focusing very well for me. So I'm using just my regular eyes. And with that, I'm not paying attention to see what's on the screen, and then I might be going out of focus or too far this way, so you might not be able to see everything that I'm wanting you to see. But that's okay. We live and we learn, and then we just get better as time goes on. As of this moment, I'm not intending YouTube to be like a career for me, so I'm just having fun with it, and we'll just keep learning and getting better as time goes on. I think we're doing pretty good. I don't know if I'll be able to finish this whole row in the 2.5 minutes that's left, but whoever was here, thank you for joining me. Some of the comments were very inappropriate, but we're human and we have free will, and my free will says I don't really have to worry about what your free will tells you to do. Okay, so that's kind of the hat so far. I'm pretty happy. I'm pretty stoked. The first time I did it, I made a little shorts video. It turned into like a cone, and I had to restart it because that's definitely not the way it was supposed to be. But it's looking pretty good. Comparison, pretty good. I feel like with this one you can see the stitches a little better, but maybe as the color transitions from the darker purple to the lighter purple, it'll be better. But yeah. Oh, you know what's cute is if I wanted to, I could go backwards and just keep going side to side, and then just having like a little flap. That would be cute, but that's not the intention, so I'm not gonna do that. But maybe on a future project I might do that. But yeah, that's it so far. I really like the way it looks. I wish I could take like a screenshot of this. I don't know how to do that. But yeah, I'm so excited. It's so cute. Maybe I should make a tiny little one for Harry. Let's just take a look at him. It was pretty cool. I had trouble with the legs. Like, I think I did this leg first, and you can see this one is so chunky. But the arms turned out well, and his little tie is in his chin. And then, okay, so this is what I was talking about. So you can see where one color starts, and it just kind of goes up in the row like that. Which that's how the stitches tell me to do. So I did what I was supposed to do. It's just not beautiful the way I like it. And then I sewed the hair separate, and then I sewed it onto his head. And then his cute little glasses. Bye bye. We only have like 6 seconds left. Thank you for joining us on the live.